Welcome, light beings. Welcome, light beings. This is your weekly reading, and after a brief pause of 2 weeks, we are back. As always, follow your guidance, follow your intuition. You will feel guided to watch this video when there's a message here for you. I am doing this video, and is mid-October, and I feel this energy is really talking about. October, because October is a very powerful month, is a very special, magical month, is the month that, the veil gets thinner and thinner until the culmination on the 31st, where it is at its thinnest. And this veil is the veil between the material world and the spiritual world. So naturally, the energies in the month of October are stronger in the sense that we can communicate with our spirit guides, with our ancestral, especially with ancestral and passed on loved ones. So some might feel this energy in a deeper level, in a clearer level, and some might just feel more intense than usual. But before we continue with the message, let's set the intention that may this reading brings us clarity, truth, love, healing, and answers to the questions that we have at this moment. So allow yourself for the seconds to center, to be here, to be now, to become the here and the now. Okay, and we say thank you to our angels and spirit guides for all the love, all the kindness, and all the guidance that they gave us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Light beings, I really feel here a very strong energy of closure. There's an energy here of closure, and this closure could be about cycles, that it's time to say goodbye, to embrace a new chapter. But for some of you, this closure runs slightly deeper in the sense that it's about making peace with the goodbye, making peace with a goodbye. So this might have to literally have to do with making peace about the fact that someone is no longer in the material world, and understanding that it's never a goodbye, is I see you later, because the real world is the spiritual world, right? Here is not home, it's just a passage. And there's a moment in our lives, hopefully for every one of us, that we understand that and then we make peace with it. Therefore, the passing of our loved ones is not as painful, is seen as a very natural step in evolution. And then the pain becomes easier, the missing becomes easier, because it's just, there's not the judgment or the suffering attached, it's just the understanding, the deep understanding of what is, it just is. It is what it is. Okay? Let's see what the message here. We have here reconciliation and new beginnings. Here it is, this closure, these new beginnings, this is almost like reconciling a truth. I don't feel this reconciliation has to do with another being. It really, I feel this is like the reconciliation between your ego and your higher self, between your spiritual self and your material self, between body, mind, and soul. Because then we have here clarity. And in the bottom of deck, we have freedom. This is about setting yourself free from thought and from the story that thoughts create around. And often the thoughts is what creates the suffering, what creates the anxiety. Without thought, I would not have anxiety, would I? And the Friday reading in Portuguese also talked a little bit about thought, but the energy here is a bit different. Although one of the messages is really bringing is really, align your thoughts, make your mind a beautiful place to live, because you cannot escape it. You can only build from you can only build peace and tranquility from a peaceful state of mind, and you can only achieve that by doing your work. Nobody can do that for you. So this is reconciling here that I no longer want to dwell on wherever I'm dwelling, whether this anxiety, whether this is making peace with someone that no longer is in this material realm, and understanding that every step that I take brings me closer to the truth, brings me closer to having full clarity. Because sometimes we think we can only build or we can only move forward if we understand things, if we have full clarity. This is often not the case. This is the overwhelming majority not the case. Sometimes we just have to walk through it. It's almost like if you're driving in the night, and I give this example a lot, that if you're driving in the night, you can only see as much, especially if it's a really dark path and you have the lights of the car illuminating a few meters. But you just trust, you just go, you know that seeing these meters is enough for you to continue on the road. And in life, you also have to have this understanding that just take the steps, just go forward, just move, just go through it, you know, and understand that you have the right to live a peaceful life. But you need to reconcile. You need to reconcile in the sense that you need to understand your thoughts, your words, your actions. You know, when we align our thoughts, our words, and our actions, when we align, because sometimes we I don't know, you want to achieve greatness, you want to achieve whatever it is in life, but you talk down to yourself. This is not aligned. Your dream is not aligned with the way you think. Or, you know, you're talking not very positive things about yourself, but you're really dreaming big. But how can you achieve if you don't believe in yourself, if your words are not aligned? It needs to be this alignment, because this alignment is what manifests the dreams that you seek. Whatever it is, this energy for October for you is very powerful, because where it leads you to freedom. Freedom of, and this is very mental, you free from wherever is disturbing you deeply. And whatever is disturbing you deeply is going to be different for all of you, right? This is a general reading. So let's see what else we have here. We have the star. This is wish fulfillment. This is guidance. This is protection. This is overcoming whatever you want to overcome. This is healing. The star is the best card in the tarot, and it was the first one coming out. We're talking about a 78 card deck. And the first one, which is the one that oversees everything, is the star. There's alignment. The stars are aligning for you at the time you're watching this reading, and you need to embrace it. But you need to do your work. It's not only, oh, the stars are aligning, so now I'm just sitting here. No, you need to do your work. You need to have good thoughts. You need to meditate. You need to think good things, think positive things. You need to be mindful and aware of the here, of the now, of where your mind is driving you. And you need to stop that, because you drive the mind, not the other way around. And then you need to be conscious and mindful of the way you speak. And then you need to be conscious, aware of the steps that you're taking towards your goals. The Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. And this card also came out in the Portuguese reading in this position. The Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Also the Ace of Cups came out in the Portuguese reading. In the bottom of the deck we have the Magician, and we have the Two of Cups, which also came out. This is really all about, you know, reconciling your emotions, and by doing that, by really choosing how you feel, because we can choose how we feel. Okay, if you're really in this mindset of alignment, you can choose how you feel. You're not a victim of your own feelings. And there's an alignment here between how you feel in your emotions and how that is transforming your surroundings. How you allowing how you feel to transform your surroundings. You understanding that you're powerful manifester, but for that to happen, you need to be able to let go of what no longer serves you. You need to be able to let go of whatever it is, the fight and the struggle from within. And when you do, and I feel this for you is very fast, it's very like, I make the choice, I take the decision, and now I'm going to take the steps for it. It doesn't matter how hard it is, it doesn't matter how much I can do. What matters is that I do it. And this will bring you a lot of stability. This will bring you a lot of good things, possibly also there's some material wealth coming in here. This could be really promotion, or it could be a new job, or something extra that you can do that will bring you more. And this is really about learning to cooperate with everyone around me, but also with myself. Because sometimes we don't know how to cooperate with ourselves. And for you, this is about taking the decision that no, I want to be better. I want to feel better. I want to have better. And you take this decision and then you align. And it will be given to you. It's as simple as that. But you need to decide. Okay? Very, very interesting reading. And I'm not going to take it much longer. And for this reading, I will take this daily healing because I feel it's an important message here for the collective. Okay. In the moment, if you can remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone, you will empower them. So this is also an extra message that talks about, be mindful of how you speak, but also be mindful about how you listen, in the sense that often when we are having a conversation, we forget that we're having a conversation to understand, and we just start having a conversation to answer. And when we are just so keen on answering, we forget to actually try to listen and to understand. So become a good listener. And then in the bottom of deck, we have take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send you. And this speaks about the anxiety that we are feeling. Without thought, we would not have that anxiety. So choose wisely what you're thinking. And often meditation is not really about getting rid of thought. It's being mindful of thought and letting it go. Come back to center. Thought comes, you come back to center. So mindfulness is very important for you at this time. So light beings, I hope this reading resonated. I hope it helped. If it did, I'll be very happy to read your comment. If you think this reading can help someone you know, just share the link with them. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you soon.